Yes, I saw the Kars4Kids shit. Obviously, we're going to be covering that today. Don't be crazy. Of course, we're going to cover that. It's a crazy story. It's another one of these stories where it's like, how can I explain this story to you without coming across as anti-Semitic? It's funny because it's been on their website, I think, but not in their jingles. Yeah, I wonder why it's not in their jingles. 1877 Kars4Kids, specifically for Jewish kids, would be weird, right? Like that would be probably be weird to add into the jingle, right? Like, yeah. And not just all Jewish kids, but Orthodox Jewish kids in Lakewood. Just wanted to make sure you understand. None of the money's going to any other type of kid. That's what it is. That's literally, this is the court case. Good luck. It's one of those stories where you're like, I really want to explain this thing to you. This unbelievably famous charity has been caught doing false advertising. And here, let's just run the story.
Chances are you've heard this jingle, but you may not hear it anymore.
Let's go back to Mike Rogers. Mike, a judge has ruled Kars4Kids can't keep using their ads.
Yeah, not in California. We've got the judge's ruling right here, and it all stems from what they're doing with the money after you donate a car to them. Now, this all stems from a case where a man in Orange County donated a 2001 Volvo to the organization. He got $250 for it, and he said, according to the judge, he thought that money was going to go to underprivileged kids here in California. He says he thought that because of the ad.
It's quick and easy. You'll get a vacation voucher and maximum tax deduction.
1877 Kars4Kids. Donate your car today.
Yeah, why does Kars4Kids funnel most of its money to Five-ish/Yap Dollar and a town in New Jersey? Why would I donate my car to a kid? The fuck are they supposed to do with it? Yeah, anyway, let's continue. I'm just not going to say anything further. I'm just going to let the story play itself out, okay?
Yeah, because kids are our future is what the text on the bottom of the ad says, but he was shocked to find out that the money doesn't go to kids in California at all. Instead,
1877 Kars4Kids. You might think it's all for kids. 1877 Kars4Kids is just for specific kids. 1877 Kars4Kids. This is just for Jewish kids. 1877 Kars4Kids, but not all Jewish kids. Just in Lakewood. Just in Lakewood, New Jersey. 1877 Kars4Kids. Don't quit your day job. Yeah, okay. Well, this is my day job.
Goes to Kars4Kids' sister foundation, URA, which is a Jewish organization based in New Jersey that actually benefits teenagers. Now, this case went to court in Orange County. The judge ruled that
1877 Kars4Kids. Actually, it's not even for Jewish kids. And 1877 Kars4Kids is just for teenagers from Lakewood, New Jersey. This one specific Orthodox neighborhood. And it's not even for kids. It's just for teenagers. Oh, God.
Ultimately, Kars4Kids is using misleading practices in advertising here in the state of California, which violates state law. I want to show you some of the testimony that was given in court, and this was in the judge's ruling. The COO testified that the organization's primary purpose is not to help economically disadvantaged children. The COO in court went on to say programs include matchmaking for young adults and gap year trips to Israel for 17 and 18-year-olds. That's where the majority...
Wow. What? No. What? It's Birthright? It's a eugenics program for Orthodox Jewish teenagers from Lakewood, New Jersey to get a free trip to Israel so they can go and meet other Israeli Jewish people and stay in Israel? What? Stop. You mean to tell me that that's what it was all along? I feel misled.
Majority of the funding is going, and then also admitted that Kars4Kids.
I live in Chicago, and I had an Uber driver years ago tell me the money went to Jewish teens to fund travel to Israel. I fully thought this was common knowledge. No, it's just one of those stories where, like, if someone says this to you, you immediately assume, like, yeah, that sounds like an anti-Semitic conspiracy. Especially if you hear from like a Arab unk cab driver, you're probably automatically going, "Ooh, this guy's actually kind of strange for telling me this." And then you scratch the surface and you dig deep and you're like, oh my God, he was right. That's crazy. Sits at a grand piano, takes a long contemplative drag from a cigarette, stubs it out in the ashtray overflowing with butts, cracks knuckles, 1877 cars for oh, come on, Matt. I'm not reading that. Please show the 5-ish music video after, please. Okay, once again, and I need you to understand something for the Fox News watchers here. I'm not even going to full screen this so that people know this is Ura's own video, okay? I'm not watching a Groyper. They didn't make this, okay? This is not like a Groyper edit. Ura made this video themselves. I'm just simply observing it. I'm not giving any commentary on it. This is the other charity that Kars4Kids funds, and this is the 5-ish dance too. In Israel, this is a Jewish organization. They made this video. Let's take a look. I don't think this is funny at all. I think this is a beautiful video, and there's nothing humorous about this. This doesn't actually lean into any famous tropes or anything like that. If you find that to be humorous, you're actually the bad guy for doing that.
Wave your hands and bring them down. Slide right, slide left, turn around. Roll your hands from high to low, and that's how the 5.
By the way, this is low-key why I say, like, Israel is one of the most anti-Semitic inventions of all time. Like, everything Israel does sounds so unhinged because it is unhinged. It is so unbelievably anti-Semitic.
Fish goes. Now you try it.
Wave your hands and bring them down. Slide right, slide left, and turn around. Roll your hands from high to low, and that's how the 5-ish goes.
5-ish, everyone. Dance the 5-ish, you'll have fun. 5-ish, your very own. Bring 5-ish to your home. 5-ish, everyone. Dance the 5-ish, you'll have fun. You can dance the 5-ish too. Come and I'll teach you.
Come and I'll teach you.
Wave your hands and bring them down. Slide right, slide left, and turn around. Roll your hands from high to low, and that's how the 5-ish goes.
Why is it American currency? What do you mean? Because it's an American pro-Israeli, like an Israel funding operation that is built in America. So it's funded by American dollars from American donors. We just described to you one of the funding mechanisms. Kars4Kids is one of the funding mechanisms, very much duping Americans into thinking that they're funding some sort of like philanthropic organization that aids underprivileged children all around the country. No, it's not. It's just not that. They just take your cars, they sell your cars, they take the money off the cars they sold, and then they fund 5-ish URA, specifically birthright trips, so that 18-year-olds from Lakewood, New Jersey, Orthodox teenagers from Lakewood, New Jersey, can go to Israel and like get married to Israeli Jews so they can continue living in Israel and growing the Israeli Jewish population. Yeah, this is trying to accurately describe Kars4Kids without sounding like a conspiracy theorist from 1930s Europe.
So, and I'm not joking, Israel 1877 card, that one. It is that one. It is the one you're thinking of. The money gained from the donated cars didn't go to support kids as much as it went to support, I don't know. ethno-nationalism, let's just say.
It's like, it's a real, I'm not going to say what kind of teenagers. I know this seems kind of odd to explain, like on its face. I know, but it's true. It's a thing that happened. Yeah, just Google it, man. Just Google it. I can't explain it to you. Just Google it. Just Google it on your own.
How do I describe this without, like, sounding like Alex Jones? I do not.
Five-ish, everyone. Dance the five-ish, you'll have fun. Five-ish, your very own. Bring five-ish to your home. Five-ish, everyone. Dance the five-ish, you'll have fun. You can dance the five-ish too. Come and I'll teach you.
So yeah, a lot of people were donating their cars to 1877 Kars4Kids, thinking that it was like a charity that was helping, teenagers in America or kids in America in poor neighborhoods. And it wasn't. It just wasn't doing that. It was actually funding URA. How long has it been going? Oh, for decades. Let's continue.
Functional programs in California, except for a backpack giveaway that they admitted is also for marketing purposes and branding purposes. I want to show you the response from Kars4Kids. Kars4Kids says, "We believe the decision is deeply flawed, ignores the facts, and misapplies the law. It's well known that we are a Jewish organization, and our website makes it abundantly clear. Take a look and judge for yourself." Then they gave us the link to their website. Their statement goes on to say, "We believe this case was nothing more than a lawyer-driven attempt to siphon off charitable funds for their own gain."
Yeah, charitable funds for what? Say what the charitable funds are for. Charitable funds for what? Where are the charitable funds going? For what? How to view this video is not anti-Semitic, though? No, this literally is like, I mean, this is a straight up anti-Semitic conspiracy. It just happens to not be a theory in this circumstance. Yeah, no, they are literally doing like, Jewish teenagers chasing a $5 bill. Like they got zero chill. Like they just straight up put their whole pussy into it. Okay. They were just like, no, this is what we're doing. What do you mean? That's just what it is. It is charity fraud, misrepresenting itself in its advertisement to dupe people into thinking that they're giving money to like, poor children or whatever, poor kids. And instead of giving the money to poor kids, it's actually just funding birthright trips for Orthodox Jewish 17 and 18-year-olds to go to Israel to match them with Israeli Jews in Israel so they get married and they stay in Israel. That's what it is. Hold on, let me finish this real quick.
We expect to win on appeal because the law and the facts are clearly on our side. I want to point something out about their first part of the statement that the judge directly addresses here. You saw in their statement, look for yourself, go to Kars4Kids.org. But the judge says people that hear this ad on the radio or TV shouldn't have to go to the website to understand exactly where the funds are going. The judge says the ads do not make it clear that this is an organization benefiting Jewish children in New Jersey. And in fact, none of the funds, or a very small amount of the funds, are actually benefiting kids here in California. Now, as you heard from Kars4Kids, they plan to appeal, but this is a long-standing issue. And in fact, this issue has already been taken up in other states as well, and judges in other states have ruled in similar manner. So we'll see.
Yeah, so, I mean, you guys have probably seen the ad before, right? We'll run the ad one more time, and you can judge for yourself.
1877 Kars4Kids. Kars Kars4Kids. 1877 Kars4Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate online at Kars4Kids.com. That's cars with a K. Pickup is quick and easy. You'll get a vacation voucher and maximum tax deduction.
1877 Kars4Kids. Donate your car today.
Yeah, that's the ad. You watch it like that, it's it's ambiguous what the organization. I mean, it's not even ambiguous. It's just like you assume that the organization is aiding kids, helping kids. Also, once again, the marketing team on this, they put a black kid on the base. So do with that information what you will. That's a little bit crazy in and of itself.
heard it, maybe many times, over the almost 3 decades it's run on TV and radio.
1-877 Cars for Kids.
It's even been mocked in pop culture.
1-877 Cars for Kids.
Shut up! Shut up! What is this charity?
But this morning, a Superior Court judge in California says a Cars for Kids jingle must stop being broadcast in the state.
Donate your car.
It's just very funny because the more it unwinds, the funnier it gets, where you're like, oh, so you're telling me that this charity is actually not like helping kids in underserved neighborhoods, just, you know, I guess kids in one neighborhood. You're like, wait, okay, so it's one neighborhood in Lakewood, New Jersey's Orthodox Jewish neighborhood. Wait, you're telling me it actually doesn't even help all Jewish kids around the country. Wait, now you're telling me it doesn't even help the Jewish kids that are Orthodox in Lakewood, New Jersey. It's just teenagers. It's just Orthodox teenagers that are age 16 to 18, and it doesn't even help them. It just pays for their trip to Israel. It's just a way to send them to Israel on a birthright style trip. What the
Finding the nonprofit has been violating California's false advertising laws.
We have to show they knowingly and intentionally misled the public. And it's not an easy thing to do, but we did it.
The ruling stems from a lawsuit filed by a Southern California man who says he donated a car after hearing the ad on the radio. He believed the proceeds would go to help children in need. But his attorney says,
yeah, help children in need of what? Not children, teenagers in need of a vacation to Israel, in need of a serving a higher purpose of like populating Israel with more, you know, more of the right ethnic group, ethno-religious group. What's up? That's the need. It's a very important need.
That's not where the money has actually been going.
They knew what they were doing. The ad is extraordinarily impactful.
The judge ruling Cars for Kids has misled donors by implying the funds go to support needy children, but that most of the money actually goes to Orthodox Jewish programs in New York, New Jersey, and the Middle East. The court finding the money is spent on sending teenagers to Israel and a $16 million building there. The judge ordering Cars for Kids to pay the victim $250, the fair market value for his non-working car. In a statement, Cars for Kids...
By the way, this is a real, like, we looked at Russiagate and we scratched the surface, and underneath it, we found Israelgate moment. This is quite literally a common trope for, like, ethnic enclaves. Like, all they're doing is, like, you know, stealing American hard-earned dollars to, like, fund their country and, like, go back to their own country and fund initiatives there. And it's like, that's the American dream, baby. There it is.
Says, we believe this case was nothing more than a lawyer-driven attempt to siphon off charitable funds for their own gain. We expect to win on appeal because the law and facts are clearly on our side.
It will make many charities a little concerned that a case like this could be brought and checking whether their disclosures are adequate.
All right, so Cars for Kids has until June 8th to stop airing the ads in California or get that ruling put on hold. It's also facing a similar federal class action lawsuit alleging much of the same. Rhiannon.
All right, thank you for that.